So I had a pretty rude comment on one of my shorts. The guy said, "I'm obviously not an artist if I don't understand the concept that I was talking about," which I was talking about AI art. Whatever, he's right. But then out of nowhere, he adds at the end, he says, "Oh, and that haircut doesn't suit you." Hair shaming me out of nowhere. Part of me was like, "You think I'm ugly?" Like, or whatever. "You think my hair looks stupid?" But then I started thinking about it. I was like, so is he actively thinking of a haircut that would suit me? Because now I want to know, what was he thinking? What kind of haircut? Did he think I should have a mohawk? He obviously had an idea. Like, I see your face, I see your head shape, and that haircut is not what I would have chosen for you. I apologize to him for my ignorance and my appearance. You should use AI to generate some hairstyles. And I'm going to just Photoshop them all over my head. I'm going to send it to him. I'm going to be like, all right, choose. They did a study where they wanted to test, like, what's the healthiest alcohol? So the test had gin, vodka, whiskey, rum. They ran it through a few types of tests. Caloric count, and they did, sugar content, the whole nutritional portion. But then they also did this test where they took big ice cubes that were covered in bacteria, and they put in a little glass, and then they poured the alcohol over the ice cube, and they left it. And then when they came back the next day, they tested the amount of bacteria that was left in the cup. What ended up happening is all the liquors had basically the same amount of bacteria left, except for whiskey. The whiskey actually killed all the bacteria. They noted about 1,000 other things why whiskey's really good for you. So it's really good for me. This is why I'll live forever, and you'll all die because you're drinking vodka. This is Orbem. Orbem Explorer. This is the video game. So this is based off of my book series. You can check out the series. Orbem is book 1, Miropelia is book 2, and I'm working on book 3 right now. It's a sci-fi fantasy crossover novel. A lot of hard science, a lot of explanation, scientific stuff, a lot of programmy stuff. But then it's in a fantasy universe, so you get elves, you get magic, you get every animal humanoid that you could want. And I'm making the video game based off of the story. So I have a basis for the entire video game. I have my universe to use, which is cool. All right, but what are we doing? Let's start game deving, huh? But a skill to be able to learn a language is the best skill in the world. Being able to just pick up languages, APIs, programs, UIs, like quickly, you're gonna be fine. That's really cool. Yeah, just learning everything you need to it's great to do until you need to make money. Then stop branching out. Stop learning everything. When you need to make money, you need to start only focusing on what makes you money, because that's what you need to like really hone in on skill wise. And then your little side projects, you can learn whatever you want for fun, but if you're gonna put time and focus into, hey, don't worry, you're not the only nerd here. Whoa. Don't be throwing the N-word around like that. Definitely not a nerd. Are you kidding me? I'm barely a dork. Yeah, I like the new iteration on the word nerd. Nerd it's such a compliment these days. It's crazy. 80s movies, maybe? That was the most, Revenge of the Nerd style. That has to be the most defamation version of nerd. And even then, man, that dude's cool. He's usually like hacking into stuff or something like that. Or you're telling me that being a big jerk and playing football isn't the coolest thing in the world? Weird. Though now nerds suck, you know what I mean? Because like everybody's like, oh, I'm a nerd. And they're like Instagram model and they watch anime, so now they're a nerd. I guess there's a spectrum of nerds, but to me, a nerd has to have a juxtapose, right? You have to have a non-nerd calling you a nerd to be a nerd. You can't just have a bunch of nerds calling themselves nerds. Then it's like everybody's just normal then. So everyone's a nerd, that means no one's a nerd. Come on down to WordPress Town and hang out with good old Orbem Order and his scotch. You know what we do here. We party. Macs are good. They're just solid. They're kind of just like dependable more than anything. I mean, if you want control over your system at all, don't get a Mac. If you want to can overclock and go beyond the capabilities of a normal computer, don't get a Mac. It is what it is. It's as is, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, all the companies I've worked for, they just provide a MacBook Pro when you start working for them. So you kind of... All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Can you have a happy Monday? I don't fucking know. Maybe. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all fully recharged from the weekend and ready to see some rando WordPress game development. If you don't know, I am Scott V. Adrian, aka Orbem Order, as the social medias have told me. And yeah, I'm making a WordPress video game engine to build a game about Orbem. It's my sci-fi fantasy novel series. And 2 books are out now. 2 more are being written by me, but writing books takes forever, dude. No, that's not true. I was able to release book 2, Miropelia, in 7 months. If I just focus on that. But unfortunately, I have put a lot of my time into the game. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And by the game, I mean Escape to Orbem, which would be this, which is also playing on the screen below me. Yeah. Spent a lot of time this weekend cleaning up some of the admin features. The menus, the custom fields, all the stuff that, you know, I made the new sub menu here called Game Engine, and then you have your game options at top. You have all your area, post type, items. Kind of rename things too to make them make a little bit more sense to me and anybody else that's going to be using this plugin someday. And I also replaced all the text inputs that are media library required with actual upload fields. Like I already did it for the character images, but all these custom fields here on the side, I did it for all the music and all the other images that need to be uploaded through the media library. So yeah. Hopefully this speeds up production of the game a little bit. That'd be awesome. I also found my sustain pedal for the piano. As you can see when you play without the pedal and with it. Makes a big difference. I didn't remember how to play that song. Yeah, so I don't even know. I've been wanting to work on the game all weekend. I've been just thinking of new shit to add, but that's the problem I'm having right now. I can't stop adding new features, but I just feel like it'll be cooler. It'll be more, you know, immersive. I don't know. It just seems like the game itself could use just some extra shit. Like, I really want, because of fucking Carol right here, this old lady, you'll see right now that she can do whatever she wants. She just fucking moves around and pushes me. Look how strong she is. She's just pushing me around. I want to add the feature where if an NPC that is walking touches me, they stop walking, pauses walking. key there is pauses walking is really difficult. Because if we look at her HTML, let's see if I can target her while she's moving. Wait, she's not moving. Okay, cool. You'll see her top positioning is changing as she walks. Like she's actually moving around. Meaning I have to stop her at her current coordinates, know what the next coordinates she's going to are, and then restart her at the same speed. So I can't like restart her from the point she was at. And these are all steps. You can see the data paths here. This is an actual JSON, you know, string, whatever. It's an object list of where they're supposed to go connected to the person. So we got like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And then if they have data repeat true, they'll just repeat their path starting from the first one. And that shit was not easy to create in the first place. I don't know. I wonder if I just give it a shot. Maybe it won't be too hard. But I just think it's really a shitty experience right now. If you can walk over here and then you just get fucking knocked around. I don't want to move them. Like if they're blocking your path, that's my bad. I put them on a bad path. But like, I just don't want them to be able to keep moving when something's in front of them, you know? Yeah. Now I need to think about the future though. This will also be cool for people that you need to talk to that are kind of running, you know? And you have to catch up to them and like actually interact with them. So, you know, it's just like, do we need them to be able to keep going even if I'm touching them? Like until I talk to them? God damn it, Carol. But I'm thinking maybe just figure that out as it comes. You know, I try to future-proof as much functionality as possible with what I want to do. But, you know, it's hard until I'm going to use it for a reason. So, let's see what we can do. Okay. What are we going to do? So I need to go local. I need to... Okay. Yeah, because I need to be able to test this while I'm building it, because I do not want to keep pushing it to production. So let's do a brand new game. I'll wait. Can't click the new game too quickly. Alright, I just remembered. Let us set the category for Twitch. Let's also snooze some ads. I don't know, I'm getting so many fucking ads out of nowhere. Alright, stream info, category. Game development. Been going on a Twitch kick lately. Sometimes I go through a Twitch kick where I get more followers than subscribers on YouTube, but lately it's been kind of more Twitchy than YouTubey. Snooze ads. Alright, there we go. So if anybody jumps on in the next 5 minutes, at least they won't have ads. Cool. The new game did not work. Okay, come on, dude. New game. Okay. Thank you. So, oh yeah, I was having issues getting to his office. Let's see if it works. I think it works now. I think I fixed it. No, I didn't. But I think it'll take me there if I refresh. No, it didn't. Because I never stopped walking. What is the console layer anyways? I actually don't know. Let's check. Console layer is... Oh, okay. I guess if I refresh, it goes away. Whatever. Okay, so we have a moving guy here. So what I want to... Oh, shit. I think his talking trigger is too big, though. So I might not be able to get away from it. Oh, yeah, I can. I think I can get away with it. Hold on. Let's see if we can walk around it. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So I can use him... I can't. God damn it, I can't fit. Son of a bitch. Alright. That means I'm gonna have to make an example. That's annoying. Well, let's at least just move his walking path a little farther left. Make him hit me. Oh, you bitch. I really hate that. I can't figure out why login doesn't work locally. Hey, but we got login with Google working and looking fine. It looks good. Nope. Yep. Nope. Wrong person. I need what's her face. Oh, I'm looking for the old menus. I have to remember that it's much more. And I like that it shows you which custom post type you're on too. That's really nice. Because sometimes they have similar names, like Iona. And then Iona's a character as well. So it's cool that I can actually look and be like, oh, that's a character, not a cutscene. CEO office. Okay, so his walking path goes to the left. So let's go to the left like 2,000. We'll just make him walk as far as he fucking wants. He'll definitely hit me. Meow. Okay, well, that's good. At least I can do this. Bet. Okay, cool. I can definitely judge now if this works. So, let's get into the code, why don't we? So now let's go to the NPC move logic, move NPC, and let's actually see how this logic works. So I know I get their path, I know I get the loop amount, and I loop them at a certain cadence based off how many paths they will take, how far their path is. This is actually really complex. And then I just loop back to 1. And I have all these util functions that help me, like get loop amount. I take the 2 different positions. I take the walking speed that I set and the time between stops, because you can take breaks between walking points depending on what they're doing. And then I loop basically that amount. But then I have to regulate transition speed, which tells the person or tells the browser how long 2 different positions should take to get to based off of the walking speed. So that way, no matter how far they are from point A to point B, it'll be the same speed of movement. That being said, I use move direction For what? Oh. Wait. What? What do I use this for? Oh. Oh. I use this to get their direction. Okay. So I use this for multiple things. I need to write that down. Get user direction of movement path. There, that'll help me remember what the fuck. Hey, Indy came for a second. I didn't hear him. Is my fucking follow shit not on? I mean, my notifications. Can't tell. Oh yeah, my alerts are here. Right? Yeah, should be here. I'm actually gonna have to... No one's been doing this lately. And I don't know who's watching right now. So I'm going to have to do this for myself. Because it's actually been maybe like 4 streams. Actually, I think it's been like 7 streams since somebody has triggered this for me. So, thank you to me. Oh, what a great idea. You know what? Perfect for a Monday night. Enjoy. Cheers. Happy Monday night, everybody. Yeah, we'll get there. Friday's just around the corner. Okay. Back to business. Yeah, so regulate transition speed, gets the direction, and I'm basically just changing their image. So this is the logic I added for changing their image. Update NPC direction image. Cool. Comments are very important when you've been working on a game for years. If it's not the first run, do this. If the current position is not the last position, iterate on the position count and reset the loop count to 0. Yeah, and this is specifically, I thought this was if it's only repeat though. Oh, here we go. Repeat path. When do I check that? Oh, okay. This is if it's repeat path. Got it. So this right here is only if you're going on load, going to one position, I think. All right, like it doesn't need an interval. Yeah. This is if it's only one place, then it just goes there. Yeah, but that shit, what if it's repeat though? I don't know. I figured it out because it works. Okay, so in that case, ooh, it's windy. So what's going on? We're getting the loop count. We're going through this. Blah, blah, blah. This is actually changing the left. Okay, good. So yeah. Right. See, it's a bit of a multi-use util function. The regulate transition speed also is for projectiles, and it tells you how fast the transition time should be based off of the distance. I'm also using it apparently for getting the person's direction and setting the transition speed as well, it seems like. But in this case, I'm just changing their shit here. And the actual speed of their movement is based off of this set interval time, which is 500? No, that's set timeout. Wait, what's the set interval time? Oh no, it is a set interval time. Wait, no, why does it say timeout then? I confused. This is an interval, not a timeout. Okay, whatever. So wait, I'm just doing 500 no matter what, but how do I change their speed? Is it based off of... This is where I don't understand my own fucking logic. Time between, yeah, walking speed. That's the loop amount. So it's how many times to loop. But it doesn't change their speed. How is this 500? Oh, no, this is using transition speed. Yeah, duh. Yeah, because I'm using transition speed also for the transform. It's a different movement system. Either using transform translate, where you just move and relative to a point, you move the person. Or you use the left and top positioning styles. But they both need transition speed. So this actually does that. Yeah, it sets the transition speed and then and based off of that, it does some math where it's looping how many times it needs to based off of 500 milliseconds transition speed and where they're going, so. And it'll keep looping, and then it'll change, and then it'll loop, and then it'll change. Yeah. I swear when I wrote all this and got this working, I barely understood it then, but I got it. Alright, fuck it. So, this is what we need to do. We need to basically pause this whole interval. Can you pause an interval? Technically you can, right? Technically I can put a conditional in here. Just like I do kind of for like stopping people from being able to, or stopping you from being able to hit or walk, like stopping me from walking. I could add another global variable that's basically NPC move, should NPC move. Have a default to true, and if I'm touching them, set it to false. And then this interval will keep going, but until it's true again, it won't let them go forward. I think that'll work. I'm gonna blind faith make that logic right now. NPC should NPC move. Yeah, I'm gonna blind this one right now just because I'm pretty sure this will work in its current state. And then let's set this at the top as a global variable, default it to true. And then I basically just need to know if I'm touching somebody. Or the somebody needs to know that I'm touching them. Okay. I'm actually going to try to manually set this. Because if I can just set it in the console as false, he should stop moving, and then I set it to true, he should continue. But this is where I'm kind of screwed up because it's very complex logic how it determines how many loops and stuff like that based off of the interval speed. So we'll see. This might not work at all. So if I go should NPC move, equals false. It worked. He stopped moving. But if I set it to true, will he just continue to move on the same path, or will he go all fucking crazy? Nope. Nope. That's not right. Is it right? No, you should be walking all the way over. See, now I think I fucked up the rhythm. Let's try it again. Let's see if he does the same thing. And then let's go to true. Okay, well, he's doing the same thing. I don't think this is how he was starting his movement, though. Oh, maybe it is. What? I thought I... Oh, is it because I didn't change... No, because his starting position, left 2000, but his start is 2300. So he should be going... Oh. That's weird. It's right. He's only moving 300 left and right, but it's weird because I thought he was moved over more at the beginning. Maybe that's the problem. Let me check his actual positioning. Oh shit. His actual positioning. No, he's going to 2300 and 2000. I think it worked. One thing I did notice though, he got to his destination. He didn't stop. So, yes, it paused the repeat. No, it did not stop him dead in his tracks. So, that is a difference, unfortunately. Yeah. Because what I technically need to do is set his current position to this, you know? So like, if true, and then if it's false, else, I need to like get his current position and set it at the same time right away. And I wonder if that'll screw things up. Yeah, because I'm setting his left position. I wonder if I can just do that. Where's it? So I'll have to grab him like this. No, that's his image. I need NPC. So this is the NPC. But in the interval, I'm setting the NPC. But I need to get him first. Is there any place that I'm reinitiating him? Like who he is? See, I'm getting the image. I might be able to get it from... No. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to grab him brand new. I could still set him like this. I guess I don't need to though. Because I need to get it. Get his current position. No. No. See, that won't work. This is the problem. I don't know where he is right now. So I need to actually get his actual position, which is near impossible, you see, because his style position is what really matters. But his transition style, what's that? Is there a way to grab transition style? Whatever. In JS. You can get transition style. I mean, I want to get computated styles. Computated style. I mean if you move an element, or yeah, if you change an element's left style to, from 1000 to 4000 while they're moving, can you grab the current left style amount into before they get to 4000? Short answer is you can't get the in-between values. Well, I saw it in. Is that where I could use request animation frame? I was wondering what would be a good way of doing that. Yeah, see, I can't use get bounding client rect. It's not the same. It's not the same. At least I don't think it is. I think I've tried to use this before for determining people's positioning, and it never works. But keep tracking until transitions end. What is track? What is track? What's that variable? Stop tracking on transition. I can see transitions style in the Google browser dev tools as it's moving. Editorial layout paint hooks to track real-time rendering state. Got it. Got it. Right.
Sound off the sounds just followed.
Hey, Sounds of the Sounds. Great name. How's it going? Welcome to the party. That was for you. Yes. WordPress game engine. This was a weird one. I know. And we're doing a weird thing too. Good. Just trying to figure out the best way to pause an NPC movement when I run into them. Because right now on the game, you know, like, I have this fucking bitch, Carol, running around doing whatever she wants, and she pushes me around. And I don't like that. I want her to pause her movement when we touch. You know? Just to make a better user experience. Otherwise, like, she keeps getting in my way, basically. And I know this is going to happen when I have a lot more NPCs running around the game. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to pause, but allow them to return to their, you know, NPC repeatable movement path, as you could say. And yeah, so far I can definitely stop them, but the way I have this is it's moving their left position with a transition, and it'll keep going even if I stop the repeating like of their path for a moment. They'll keep going until they reach their destination, you know, before they won't move to their next destination, but they'll keep going. So I don't think that's good enough. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to determine their current position, which is pretty much impossible, to be honest. because get client. I mean, I'm gonna try get client bounding rec. I'm gonna try it. I've done it before, and it's not the same positions as where they are on the map. But yeah, enjoy the ride. Happy Monday, by the way. Well, thanks for the follow. Hope you've been having a good one. So, I'll try it. I'll try this stupid, where is it? Get client bounding rec. I'm just gonna see at least what it's saying. Thank you. Random, but you would be a great voice actor. Me? Thank you. Yeah, so my game is based off of the Harmonian Chronicles. This is my sci-fi fantasy novel series, and I do have audiobooks for both of these. I was very tempted to do the narration myself, but unfortunately, like, all the main characters have accents, and I'm just... I think I'm better than I am, because I definitely am not great at a lot of the accents. Scottish, maybe I could do something. But then the girl voices, like Romanian and Irish, I'd sound so stupid. So I got a really good book narrator, Jacob McNatt, and he is amazing. Great range. He does amazing girl voices too. Awesome with accents. And the audiobooks came out great. They're doing pretty well. But yeah, this video game I'm building is based off of that. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, so if you're into sci-fi fantasy, you know, it's available on Amazon, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, ebooks, paperback, audiobook. Sweet. Check it out. Yeah, and if you need more info, this is the game. Impressions? I don't know. Yeah, I can mess around with impressions and or voices. Never done anything specific. I do music mostly. Like all the songs in the background are me singing or screaming on various songs or bands that I was in. So I used my voice for years, but yeah, I usually make impressions and voices to bug my kids and my wife more than anything. Which is great. They love it. A lot of South Park. Oh, ads. I will wait for you. Oh, are you getting ads or no? Should be getting ads. If not, you have a good ad blocker. I don't know. I do Mr. Mackey from South Park, and can do, I don't know, a handful of South Park random characters. Shelly, his sister. Nothing serious. I did make a cartoon where I did all the voices inspired by, like, you know, South Park doing all their own voices. And yeah, that was fun. What is it? I think it's on... It's YouTube, what was it? Adramation Studios. Here you go. This one right here. Yeah, shapes. Great cartoon. Grade A quality cartoon. It was actually more fun, like, developing the animation.
I'm walking.
And, you know, doing all the video editing and animation to shit. But I have a handful.
Want to get a coffee?
Higher, lower voices.
Coffee creamer.
I forgot my keys.
And then we have a country sounding voice over here. Kind of like Matthew McConaughey.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So
Hey.
good.
Hey, rectangle.
Come on, Circle. You know you can call me Rec.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah. So that was about, what, 12 years ago or something. Yeah. I tried my hand at shitty voice acting. Very fun, though. I highly recommend Flash animation. You do voice acting, or you work on voice stuff, or you want to? I had a buddy of mine, or I have a buddy of mine, from the Ryan Wood show, the Ryan Wood himself. He was trying to get into voice acting for a while. You just like it? Yeah. Yeah, I went down a kick of audiobooks, and I got into audio short anime novels, where I found some just up and coming people really trying to do their thing with the mangas, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then, they had their little Patreons and stuff like that, and just trying to get in there and doing some good work. And I appreciated that. The hustle is real. I'm a website programmer by day. That's why this is in WordPress, because I'm a WordPress programmer. So this is my marketing website. This is where you can, well, both buy Flex Keys, which we just finished the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle colors of Flex Keys. Highly addictive exercise device. And this is where you can play the game. So it's not super ready, so I don't have it super linked. But yeah, if you go to orbemortar.com/escape to Orbem, you could sign up real quick. I have a Google sign in, so you can just sign in real quick and you can start playing. You can play all of the 2 areas that I have set up so far. The local game is finished. It's just no final assets, but I'm building the final assets on production. Which is fun. Except for fucking Carol. Carol's always in my goddamn way. Oh my god, I wasn't even in your way. Yeah. I was gonna try to get bounding client rate. Maybe I can... Maybe I can determine which loop count they're in and do some math. I can actually determine how far they're into their walking path, which is always one direction at a time. I don't do diagonal. That's not true. I can do diagonal. But maybe I can figure it out. Depending on the difference and how many loops they're in, I can guess. Do a percentage. If it's not perfect though, then they'll kind of jump when they restart their walk. Nah. Damn it. Yeah. Maybe I can put a mock path counter. Because, yeah, we know how many pixels they're moving from here to there. It should know how long it's going to take. And we should be able to create a percentage of the pixel movements between here and there. Let's see if we can even do that. Let's see if we can just get an accurate count of the pixels. That would be a proof of concept that I could actually do it. So basically, this is where it determines, boom, we're going to a new whatever position. But then it loops. So path count is greater than position. So basically, once the path count gets to a certain number, which is, or position gets to a certain number, matches the path count, then it switches to the next path. So, that being said, if I add the counter here, which is, that's the next position. Where's the path array? Path array current position. What would the, oh, position. Okay. So it would be position. So if I do console.log path array position, so this is the current position they're in. So if I get their current position, and we're going through the loop every 500 milliseconds. So this is the problem we're going to run into. I need to know how many pixels they're moving every 500 milliseconds. Which is determined by the transition speed function. So I'm basically changing the transition distance. I'm using that. Shit. Which is basically the multiple times the difference of dist. Yeah, that's the problem. So I kind of need to know how long. I don't know. Maybe I can just figure it out. Yeah, the only way to really tell is that it needs to land at the exact right pixel amount when it lands at the right exact pixel amount. This is a hard one. Kind of screwed myself with the whole transition speed thing instead of just moving them manually, which I do that for my own auto movements. I move myself manually, I think. Yeah. We got this. So I got the current position and start minusing -1. Maybe. Something like that. No, because that'll always be the same number. It's more like -1 plus plus. Well, it could be plus too, depending on where they're going. Yeah, no. I gotta scrap this. There's no way for me to figure this out. Okay. So, what I need to do is what? What I need to do is set current position. So pause movement can restart at point of pause. Okay. So I'm going to see what ChatGPT has to say about this, because it's just, There's something I'm missing. There's got to be a function. There's got to be a... Yeah. Yes, I do have a pretty robust path following system. Thank you for the compliment. Looks like you're moving an element, the NPC, along a path of coordinates up top using a loop counter and controlling it with loop amount, walking spread. Yes. Now you're wondering how to get the live transitioning position of the NPC while it's moving, especially within this code. Here's how you could do it at a real-time positioning tracking. This will... I don't know if that'll work. Inside your interval, request animation film loop, depending on what you're using. You can tap into actual pixel position of the NPC. So this is what I don't think will work because I think it gives me the wrong position, pixel position, unfortunately. Yeah. I just think it gives me the wrong one. But we can try it, I guess. Continuous tracking positions during movement. Do this. I don't think this will work. But let's see here. Let's see if it gives us the real-time tracking. I don't know, why does it even do this? Like, it adds functions for some reason. Like, I get having util functions, but yeah, I don't see the point. Alright, let's give this a whirl and see if it's a semi-accurate number. Okay. Yeah. See? Definitely not correct, unfortunately. It's just giving me the window positioning. Which is, you know, cool, whatever. Track NPC position is not. Wait, what? Why is it even saying that? Oh. Yeah, what is that? I don't get why it does that, actually. Oh, it's like the function itself. I don't know why you have to do that. Well, maybe you do have to do that. Maybe it'll help. I don't think it will, but maybe it'll help. Hold up. There we go. Oh, okay. So it's much more live now. Which is super cool. It's just not going to help me. Now, maybe I can do some math. Because it is giving me real-time pixel changes in position. So if I could do some math to determine exactly how this works. So get bounding client rect is not the same position as style.left. My map is much bigger than the viewport. Gives position on the screen, not the actual in-world coordinate inside your huge map. Mirrors. And NPCs are but you have to parse it. Oh. Style left is actually what you want, but you have to parse it. It gives you the raw in-world coordinate. Not screen relative. Offset. Wait, if you still want to know the live in-world position during movement, you still need to do some math. Uh-huh. To its closest position parent, which is often your map. Is offset left? I don't know about that. Well, yeah, let's try it. I don't think that'll work either. Yeah, I don't think that'll work either, but let's see what kind of numbers we're getting. Oh shit. That is correct. Damn, could I have been using that this whole time? Offset left and offset top? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Current world X. Oh shit, wrong one. My bad. I meant this one. Motherfucker. That's genius. That's so good. Current world. World X. And then current world Y. So let's do this. Da, 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 da. And what we'll do, live track NPC movement. What we'll do is we'll start it here in the interval as the current position. Like the starting position, right? So let current world X equals this. And then let current world Y stop. Okay. And then within this, we can stop. All right. I don't know. This might work. We'll see. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop him. And if he stops dead in his track when I stop him, then this might work. Yeah, okay. So he's walking, he's fine. Should NPC U equals false. So will he stop? Interesting. Interesting. So when I stopped him, he moved a little bit over. So there was a lag on the tracking. Which makes sense because of the 500 milliseconds. Unfortunately. And now we set this to true. Okay, that was a little weird. It took a little bit. I'm not super worried about how long it takes for them to restart. Because, like, in the real world, if you ran into somebody, it might take them a second to restart. But what I am worried about is him moving after I click false. It needs to be real-time stop. So how will that work? Because it's going through a 500 millisecond. The only way I can make it work better is move the timeout by half. Which I would have to do the math and make the loop count and everything double. Everything needs to double if I do that. There'd still be a little bit of a jump. But that might be more natural. I don't know. Let's try it and see what the jump is like. Let's even see if that would work. Because right now, get loop amount is based off of 500. Yeah. So if I just change this to 250, it could be that easy. I change this to 250. Let's see if just doing that alone makes the movement a little bit less. Because then, like I said, it's not crazy. I mean, it would suck if they ran into you. That's kind of natural. If they moved back, that's kind of natural too, though. So maybe this is a good thing. So when he's walking towards me, stop. Yeah, I mean, he went all the way back. That's not good. Why did he do that? Speed hasn't changed, so that's good. But it didn't really work. Why is he going all the way back? That's not right. The tracking should be working. Seems like something's off with the tracking now. It's not doing it real time for some reason. Huh. I wonder why it's doing that. Let's see. Yeah, because current world's getting set. It's almost like current world is getting set to this still. And it's not actually getting set here when I do false. It's almost like these aren't actually getting hit. That's weird. Let's check. Current world X. Current world X. This should tell us. Because if they're different, then it's not getting set. So cool. He's at 2,000. He goes back to 2,300. 2,000. 2,300. See, now they're both at 2,300. But see how it wasn't though? This was at 2,247. This is at 2,300. Yeah, so it doesn't give a shit. So this isn't actually setting. Or it's not changing what this gets hit on, which is weird. Why would these be different? I'm setting it. Oh, I know why, because this is part of the interval. So I'm just resetting it. Idiot. Alright, so I didn't want to do it like this, but because I was worried about it being hard-coded like that, but this actually might be better. Alright, let's try it like this. This might actually work now. Interesting. Maybe I didn't even need to change the 250. I mean, it'll still be more accurate, but it'll be a lot more function hits. Google is not defined. That's weird. Ready, set, false. Oh, look at that. That's good. And then true. Interesting. It's interesting they don't continue on their path though. Which I get why not actually. And this might really screw me with like more complex movements. I think it's switching to the next position. I think that's the problem. So I think I actually need to make sure that it's on the same position when this happens. How do I do that? I need to reset Next position. Where do I get next position? Right here. Okay, so I need to actually reset the position by 1. That would probably do it. So I need to do this. If I pause them, change position equals position -1. Or whatever, 1 minus position. Yeah. Right? And this might screw me, but let's try this out. Let's do this actually. 0 is less than position -1. Otherwise, position. Well, no. Otherwise, top. I need the. How do I get path count? Otherwise, position equals path count, right? Because the previous one would be path count. Yeah, I think that makes sense. If I know path count, which I am a professional in path count, this is right. Alright, so everything's working fine. Good to go. And we're going to stop him. Deadness tracks. Works perfect. Now when I restart him, position should be going to the same spot. It worked. He was much slower because transition speed is small. Transition speed didn't change. I mean, I could actually reset transition speed pretty easily by just running this again. Which would be path array position. Yeah. And next position. I went back on position. I need to also go back on next position. Position, same thing. If position equals that is less than, then position -1. Otherwise, path count would be the next one. No. If position is 0, then yeah. No, it's if path count equals, yeah. If path count equals position, then it's 0. Otherwise, it's position +1. I already did this logic. I'm just killing the game. Okay. This should work. Oh, no. Next position, actually. Now that I think about it. No, this is wrong. Because position is next position. Right? I'm resetting position back 1. Meaning, no, yeah, so meaning position's correct. But I need current position to be, no, yeah. I think instead of position, I need it to be this. think. I could be wrong, but I think this is right. Because it takes the position you're coming from and the position you're going to and changing the transition speed. So I think next is correct. And if not, then I need to add, instead of next position, I need to make that position. Let's see. Alright, let's try it. So we're going to stop him again right here. And if I start him again, he should move the same speed. No, still slow. Okay. So then I'm going to try this being position and get rid of this. Let's see if that works. Yeah, see if that works. So we'll stop him here. Now he should move the same speed forward again. No. That actually sent him the wrong way for some reason. Interesting. So A position. I'm getting the difference between A and B. AY. Yeah, BYX. Getting the transition. Shit. Interesting. So if A is less than B for the Y position, it's saying you're going up. Okay, so A is the destination I'm going to. Because if I'm going up, if it's, oh, so maybe I'm doing this backwards. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Hold on. Let's try this again as next position. And let's swap these. See if that works. And if not, I'll try switching that to position. And if that works, we're good. Good melody. Yeah, let's try this again. He's walking there. Now he's walking here. And now... True. Alright, he's still going slow. So let's try this again with position. Because I'm just guessing it's the wrong place or something. I mean, if this is nothing... Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I gotta do this after. I've been setting the fucking distance before I've been setting the fucking transition speed. Oh my god, can I fucking paste? Alright, let's try it like this now. It might be next position, but let's see if this works. Okay. Ready? No, that screwed it up. So let's do the next position again. I don't know where that actually makes it go the wrong way. That doesn't make any sense to me. But let's try this. Alright, let's try it again. Okay. And now fast. Hey! That was a lot faster. That looked almost normal. Seems like that's really fast, to be honest. It's definitely not as fast, but not too bad. Like, we stop right there. Then I go this. No, see, that looks slow again. Interesting. It's like this function's not doing what I need it to do, which is a little frustrating. And it's also ass backwards. Get user direction of movement path. I guess it doesn't matter which way you do it either. It should, because it's 2 points. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters which direction you're going, but that's why I think I had it right the first time. Oh, maybe I do have it right the first time. Let's swap these. Because current is your start. Next is your next. My only thing is I'm resetting next. Because what's happening is it's changing when by the time I'm pausing, next is already the next one. So I need to be the next one. Okay. Try again. We got this. Okay, he stopped. And go fast. Yeah, it doesn't give a shit. I might just have to live with them going slow after I stop them. And honestly, it's not a big fucking deal. It's not a big deal, right? It might be annoying, but the closer they are, the slower they'll be. The closer they are to their destination. The farther they are, the faster they'll be no matter what. So it's, you know, it's still relative. Alright, well, let's get rid of this. We don't need this. Let's give this a shot. Oh, well, now we need to add the whole when I touch you. When I touch you. Let's say should NPC move. So now let's go to the Miro fucking explore position thing. So I need to look for when I'm touching a person. And this is explainer trigger. NPC walking path trigger. Okay, well that's good. I don't care about that. I just basically, the thing that makes you know when to use an indicator also might be a good spot. So this is for weapons. I don't care about weapons. Huh. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's something specific for people. Which is weird. So what do I... Oh, here we go. We have enemy. Trigger the enemy. No, that's triggering the enemy. This is all trigger stuff, hazard stuff. As for places... Oh, indicator. If sign is touched. What about people? What about just normal ass people? Modal length for each. I guess I'm just considering people map items, so there's just like a general consensus. But what about when I touch somebody? Let's look at the indicator logic. Trigger indicator. Let's see where that's at. Trigger indicator. This is for a cutscene. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. If somebody has a cutscene, I add the trigger indicator. And this is using the cutscene indicator. This has nothing to do with the person. Yeah, well then I just need to use the normal interaction shit. So let's actually do something for people. NPC. I guess I can check if they're moving or not. Let's see, what happens when they're moving? It's like some shit. Hold on. You'll need to stop moving, my friend. I will use this new logic I created. Okay, so look, it's constantly changing it to the same thing. Oh, I think I can actually do something about that I'll do it right after this. Data repeat. Okay, if data path is not empty. There we go. So, blah, blah, blah. Pause NPC from moving if touching user. MC. So, if explore character equals value.data set.genre, or if explore enemy equals no, I don't want to do enemy. I want enemies to be able to push you around, so we'll leave that alone. So if it's that and empty does not equal value.dataset.path, then let's do something about it. So basically I need to set, oh, what is it? Should NPC move equals false. Oh shit. This is gonna affect every NPC. Ooh, I didn't think about that. So when one of them runs into you, everybody stops moving. Shit, I can't do that. I didn't even think about that. Well, let's just see if this works at least. And then where's the whole remove engage shit? Blah 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 blah. There's a weapon L. Where's all the remove engage and I forget where it is. This is trigger for enemy, and where's the whole remove engage? Let's look up engage from here. Bop, 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 add, remove. This is cutscene. No, this is not cutscene. Add engage. Trigger indicator. Remove. No. No. Oh, here we go. I think it's this shit. Oh, this is only... Oh, yeah, here we go. Engage. Right. Else. Okay, let's just try it. Should NPC move equals true. This should work. But like I said, I forgot. This is going to affect all NPCs. Which means I need to check their clean class name. Okay. Here we go, buddy. Now when I touch you, I need you to stop. Okay. Give me a little push. But like I said, I think that's pretty natural. And if I move away... Okay, so it didn't re-engage it. Okay, so that's... If this is true... Oh. Right. I should actually set engage or something to them, shouldn't I? Where is it? Should... Yeah. Value dot class list dot add class. Nope. Add engage. Alright. Now it'll work. Because it'll hit that if else. And should reinstate. So bop. And I'm going to be like, hey, motherfucker, I'm standing here. He stops. I'm like, okay, fine. There we go. And he continues movement. That's good. It's solid. It works. But now we're going to need to make sure that... oh shit. He moved quick. Hey motherfucker, I'm going to go all the way here. No! Haha. That's cool. Oh, I wonder if I can catch... No, I don't want to trigger the cutscene. Okay. So now we need to just make sure we know who we're fucking with. So, should NPC move cannot be just a global variable. In fact, we need to switch a data value dot can move to false and use that instead. And then we'll go back. Where is it? And then we'll do value dot data set dot can move equals true. Okay. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Instead, what we're going to do is npc.dataset.canMove equals true. Oh, does not equal false. How about that? It's a little bit more friendly backwards wise. Oh, and let's make sure that that even exists, because sometimes it might not. All right. Wait, doesn't equal false. Yeah. Because undefined does not equal false as well. Boolean strings have no overlap. What? That's not true. You don't know what the fuck can move can be. Yeah, you don't know. Fuck you. And then yeah. That should be it. Oh, so then, yeah, I don't even care. I don't even care about their name. It's just who I'm touching. Let's see if that works. This should work. And if it does, then this should be pretty future-proof. Alright, he's moving nice and fast. Let's get in his way. He'll push me a little bit. Oh, never mind. That did not work. We got a console error. Should NPC move not? Oh, yeah. Should NPC... Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And this is for reset NPC to allow movement. And we'll do this. If value.dataset.canMove if false equals, yeah, we'll only set it if it needs to be set. I don't want everybody having fucking can't move true. This doesn't make any sense. Shut up. What the fuck? Where are you getting this false statement about can move? Yeah, all of these are booleans. So what are you talking about? I don't get you. Alright, whatever. Let's try it again. Fake news, IDE. It's fake fucking news, dude. Yeah, okay. Good job. Now let me get in your way. What up, Dak, dude? Nope, still not working. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. So I need to figure out why this is happening. Oh, let's look at the NPC. Let's see if his attributes are changing. How you doing, man? Welcome to the party. You're late to the party. Okay, so data move. Wait. Oh. Okay, I think it's changing too quickly. Like, why is it going away? Like, we're still touching. Oh. See, I had to actively been touching him. No, see? He's still moved. Oh, can move false is on. Data can move. Oh shit, did I change the name? Is it can move or can... What? Oh fuck, I think I did the wrong name. Hold on. Can move. False. You have a camp out this weekend? Hell yeah, man. That'll be fun, especially with all your hunting abilities. So can move is false. If it's false... Oh, hold on. I need to not make him that. I need to do no. It's the same thing. Can move. Can move. So I'm getting the wrong thing on the NPC, obviously. That's weird. Hold on. NPC.dataset can move. Camp out. That's cool. Just with your family or friends or what? Undefined. That's fine. And then boop, false. See, it's false, which is confusing because you're not allowed to move then, bruh. Maybe it's because I did this? I just didn't want it to break. False. Young men of my ward. You are now part of my ward, son. That's cool. False central. Okay, false does not equal. I wonder if this will always be true. Because apparently it is. Because I'm not paying the fuck attention to this. My ward. True, 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 true. Good. Makes sense. And... Yep, still true. So it looks like that's a string. Is that true? Oh, that's right. Data set can't be a fucking Boolean. That's why I kept saying it's a string. My bad. My bad. Even if I set it to false, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's still a string. Okay. Let's try again. Oh shit, this is wrong. Yeah, false. That's why it's not resetting. Is there a way to test plugins on local without activating them? First of all, Alonzo, great question. On local without activating them. Interesting. You mean like not physically activating them? Because you can also activate plugins, like if you don't have access to the admin, you can use the database if you have database access to your local. There's an option in the WordPress database option table called activated plugins. If you add that plugin to the list, it'll activate when you refresh the site. So if you need to test it that way. But I mean, if you don't want to activate it, then there's no way to test it without running like a linter on it or something. Or another way to do it is copy and paste the plugin code into the MU plugins folder. MU plugins are automatically always active. So if you can't access the admin, that's another way to activate a plugin. Yeah. If you're still here, Alonzo, I hope that helped. 2 ways to activate a plugin without accessing the admin. Alright, will this work now? Yep. There we go. That was it. Whoa. He's trying to move me the whole time. Oh, it's because it's pushing me away. He pushed me away. I don't know if I think that's bad or not. Technically, it's still good logic. Oh, that's not good. He shouldn't have moved back there. It might have been because he kept moving me. Okay, so that worked. Might have been because he kept moving me. Still, I can't tell if that's like bad logic or not. I'm gonna try getting in his... Oh. Yeah, it's a little buggy. Let's see, because he can't pull me in there. Uh-oh. It's a little buggy now. It was better before. And I don't know why. Maybe because I added this whole false thing. Let's try doing this and just leaving it out in the open. Alright, Deck Dude. Catch you in the next one, my friend. Thanks for jumping on for a bit. My favorite new song I wrote. Let's see if this will stop it from fucking around. No, it's still doing that. That's weird that it wasn't doing that before, huh? Huh. It's still pushing me. I don't like that. Why is it doing that? Did I get rid of the whole engage logic? No, I didn't. What if we do this? False equals value. Data set. Path. Oh, not path. Data set can move. Okay. Let's try that. Let's get rid of the whole engage shit. Which was working before. Yeah, no, he's still pushing me. That's so weird. Why wasn't it doing that before? It should be the same logic. If blah 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 and blah 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 can move is false. Cool. And it's can move until the overlapping is done. Now I get if he pushes me far enough away, but even if he's pushing me, I should still be touching him. But it's apparently he's not touching me, which is weird. Is it because of his image? The image is small right now or something? No, but it was working before. Can move equals true. Maybe I just need to switch all these. I don't know, maybe. Maybe there really is a difference. See, he's still pushing me. Like if I actively run against him, it's fine, he won't. But yeah, like I push against him. I just wish there was some more buffer. I don't exactly know how to do that, but even if he pushes me, I get it, because collision points push me a few pixels away from them. I need buffer. I need overlap buffer. It is weird that it wasn't happening before, though. Like, the movement was fine. And it stopped him dead in his track. I wonder why that was. Maybe because it's because I didn't have the turn off function yet. That's why, I think, right? I don't know. Like this. Maybe I put a timeout on this. Maybe I put a timeout on this. Because it would force them to take a second before they start moving again. Which is pretty natural. And it would give me a chance to, like, get out of the way. And when they retry, it would, you know, it would be less crazy. So we give them like 1 second between tries. How about that? So like even if they run into me real quick, they'll stop for a second. But so like now he'll wait a second, even though I just touched him. I wonder if I do it here though. Oh, whoops. And I go away. Okay, good. He continued his path. But if I just stand here, bop, he'll try again in a second. Like, hey, please. And then he'll walk away. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works. It's not perfect, but this is definitely something that will help me when Carol's trying to run me down. And maybe it'll make her go to a different path. I don't know. She'll end up walking through a wall though, watch. Alright. Let's push it live and test it with Carol. And then we'll call it a night. Still God. Relax on your grave. Alright, Carol. I'm gonna stop you from running into me constantly. Oh yeah. That's glorious. Oh, and see, it works better with her. She's not doing shit to me now. Uh-oh. I broke her. Welp. That's not what I meant to do. Maybe it's just because of the time between movements. Let's see if she starts moving again. Might be a console error. Let's check. No. She just died. Interesting. Well, I didn't expect that. Oh, it says can move true. But she's not moving. I wonder why. Very interesting. Yeah, the interval should still be happening. Okay, and she's on a repeat too. That's why I'm confused why this wouldn't be working. Let's refresh. Maybe it just wasn't fully committed yet. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Bop. She pushed me a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, let me get out of the way. Oh shit, she hit me again. Yeah, you see how she kind of like fucks up what path she was walking on? Interesting. And then it just screws up in general. It did work for a second. Oh no, there it goes. Now she's going back to her home. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. It screws up when it keeps touching you over and over. It screws up your which path you're on, which kind of defeats the purpose of me resetting the position. Now she's back to her shit. Boop. I stopped her. But since I stopped and just let her go, it should just be normal. Yeah, see? That's not normal. Now it's skipping. Oh, it skipped all the way to the fucking... Alright. Almost. Seems like we still need to put a little bit of work into this. Even with the timeout, it's still too buggy. It needs to be more consistent. And I think it's this. I need a buffer. I need a different one that has a buffer for things that need to stop before you are actually close to them. Because even if it pushes me 5 pixels, I still want to be touching it. So, what if we could do that? This might be helpful in the future too. This shit right here. So this is touching with buffer. Which is basically the value, which is the thing I'm touching, me, and then our client bounding recs. Now, I need to do this. I need to add a new thing called true, and this is buffer. Or how about we add a buffer value? 10. Okay. Buffer. And it'll default to 0. So if right is left, then less than left. Right is less than left. My right side is less than your left. So my right plus buffer is less than left. Wait, this is the item. So the buffer needs to... Yeah, sure. We'll put the buffer on both. So I should probably change it to less than minus buffer. And then if left is greater than right, left plus buffer is greater than right minus buffer. Or bottom minus buffer is less than top plus buffer. Or top plus buffer is greater than bottom minus buffer. Okay. This is good. Oh shit. And then I was doing it where? Buffer. Buffer. Wrong buffer. All right, here we go. So buffer's actually going to be like 5 because it ends up being like 10. All right, so let's do this. We'll change this for buffer only. And then we'll put the else. If this. Okay. This should be much better now. Because I'll have a buffer. I'll add this as some of the logic. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Fucking dogs barking in the middle of the night. I hate that shit. Alright, let's see if this works. So, he shouldn't be able to push me anymore. Yep. Buffer worked. So now I'm within the buffer. So he pushed me initially, which is still good. But now if I go away, he should be good. Still not doing the right movement. Oh, maybe it was actually. Hold on. Let me go really close. Okay. So now if I move, he should still go that way. Now see how he kind of like goes real quick and then back? He's not going the full way. So the can move logic is not working. Let's check it out again. Which is really weird because it was working fine. It's just, this is not working anymore. The position setting is not working. Why? Kinda is. But it's almost... It's almost like now he doesn't have enough time to finish his movement. Like he's still going there. Why was this working before? I just don't get what the fuck I did wrong. It was working fine before. Maybe I was just waiting the right amount of time or something. It's still going. It's like I need to reset the fucking interval. Which is not easy. Walking interval. Maybe clear and restart it. Or something. Because if I clear it here, I need to restart it somehow. And if I do that, it should redo all this. Nah, because I don't restart all the position logic and shit. No, I can't do that. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? It's really hard to test with this. I just wonder if I switched it back to 500, would that make it better or worse? Yeah, it was fine. He still started going that way. But it's just like as if he ran out of time of loops, basically. So maybe I need to reset the loops. I just don't know what to set them to. Maybe just add one more loop, no matter what. Maybe? Or will that fuck everything up? Like, what's loop count? No, loop amount. If loop amount equals loop count, transition to the next one. Yeah, like maybe I need to add 1 to loop amount. Or something. Nope, that's tracking NPC. My bad. Equals loop count plus 1. I guess I could just do loop count plus plus, but whatever. Let's see if adding another loop automatically gives it more time. Or if that fucks up the count for the next one, I don't know. So it stops. Still not moving. If I move. Now it seems like it's very confused. Now he's not moving at all. Why? Why? What did I do? Was it the loop count? Why would that change things? Because now it won't switch to the next movement, but I don't want it to switch to the next movement. I want to switch to the current, or continue its current movement. Is it because I switched this? I don't know why it would, but maybe. No. Now it's just stuck. The loop count thing didn't work. Loop count, huh? Yeah, because loop count doesn't change. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did it wrong. Loop amount. That's why it's fucked up. Loop amount. Loop amount. I mean, maybe that's why it's fucked up. It might be fucked up for a new reason now. For all I fucking know. What the fuck? Loop amount's not defined. So loop amount is part of this if statement. So it is not defined. Loop amount is defined here where you get loop amount. So I would have to do this. Loop amount. Which actually might work. Because then it's being set there and then I'm just adding to it. Should be fine. Okay. So now when I move, I gave it one extra loop to keep moving. Will it move to this destination? Okay, that seemed to have worked. Yeah. I think that was a step in the right direction. And I think the only thing it'll do is take a little bit longer if for some reason you give it too many loops. Okay, let's push this and see if that actually works with Carol. Between the buffer and the loop thing, this might fix all the little bugs. Okay. Yep, that was all JavaScript. Grr. Alright, let's see if it worked. Thank you for that interlude. Go! Oh, I gotta restart. Son of a bitch. Restart. Go! Alright, Carol. You're gonna let me pause your ass? Bop. She kind of moved. I don't know if this is gonna work. Weird. I wonder why she's all fucked up. See, now she's going back. Maybe it's because it's the first movement. Like, I'm just making the position count wrong. I mean, the movement was smooth, what she did. But now she's going to the first one, which is 3,000, 2,300. Like, I wonder if it'll work better if I catch her on the next one. So, boom. Wait, what? See, she's not even stopping now. It's not changing her fucking can move. What the fuck? Why didn't it change? Interesting. Did I test if it worked multiple times? Let me check. So that worked. And I can go like this. And then he'll move. Oh, god damn it. I ran into his fucking... Eh. It just seems like to get a true test, I'm going to have to get somebody with multiple movements. What the fuck? Why is the reset not working? What is it failing on? Reset 1. What's the response? I don't even know. It's because it's resetting. It's just not doing anything. Huh. So this one's okay. Nothing. It's not working. Why the fuck won't you let me reset sometimes? Now it worked. Yeah, that's super weird. Because if I move, because now I have a buffer, can move. So this is getting set to true. Oh, I don't know. I just said oh, but the only thing I can think of is either the genre or the path aren't coming up correctly. Because there should be no other reason why the box and the value are not overlapping. Something with the buffer? Yeah, that's super weird. Alright, too much for this night. We'll get the bottom of this. Pretty close though. Yeah, I mean, we got them pausing, but yeah, not consistently enough. Everybody who's jumped on today, thank you so much. I know it's been mostly probably YouTube Shorts live feed night. Not a lot of people on Twitch or YouTube, but hey, you guys are the best. Thanks for hanging around. Anybody watching in the future, make sure to subscribe and follow. Watch my journey. Come say hi though. I like to talk about things. Web development, music, 3D printing, whatever. Don't forget to get your Flex keys today or whenever you're watching this. $4.99, guys. Get your very own pair. Any color you want. That is offered on the website. Which a lot are offered in a lot of colors. I like black. I'm partial to black, but do it. You support the channel. You get yourself a great finger exercising device that is also very addictive for fidgeting. Yeah, besides that, everybody have a great night. I'll catch you on Tuesday. Goodbye.